Welcome back. From yard signs to TV ads to political posts online, reminders of the election are everywhere, and the mental effects can be daunting. So this morning, we want to take a moment to be mindful of ways to protect your mental health through the final stretch of this election.
Election stress. It's been messing with our dreams. Led us down the junk food aisle. Even brought us new furry friends.
All you have to do is scroll through Twitter for about 5 minutes to realize that people are stressed.
We're constantly being told that this is the most important election of our lifetime. We keep hearing that from authoritative figures. So of course you're going to feel some pressure. Couple that with the global pandemic making voting even a little bit challenging, and it's just a lot to go through.
We only face a presidential election every 4 years, but the election cycle is much longer than that, which means a barrage of information and more political ads. And yeah, we see your emails. We're still required by law to run them. If this season feels more stressful than the last, you're not wrong. According to a study from the American Psychological Association, about 68% of adults say the election is a significant source of stress in their lives, compared to only 52% in 2016.
I think what we're talking about is something that people have called election stress disorder. And while that's not an official medical diagnosis, I think everybody is feeling some stress around this election.
What do you think is contributing to all of this stress?
Part of it is there's this barrage of information. Everybody we know, I've heard from people, they want to write off 2020. Everyone cannot wait for this year to be over because it's just been a crazy, crazy year. But I think what makes this different is it's kind of divided households and families.
If there's a silver lining, it's that the election will be over eventually. But in the meantime, Dr. Reddy says along with your stress baking and puppy cuddling, it might be a good idea to step back.
Even though this stress does seem overwhelming, there are things you can do to help, yourself cope with it and manage it.
A couple of those coping tactics: try limiting your screen time. That could also help you sleep. Nice byproduct. Eat healthy. That also means limiting the alcohol, and seek out those positive encounters to remind you what brings you joy. And we asked you earlier this morning to text us ways that you have been coping, and I've been watching your responses come in. Dee says she just ignores the political ads altogether and focuses on democracy and uniting. Another viewer says the ads bother them too, and they wish they would just end at least a week before the election. We hear you. Now, let's end on a happy note here, though. Eventually, we will get through this, either one cookie, one puppy, or one cry break at a time.